welcome around the world as we have 5 lights on. They touch Martin.
Look at this, top 4 then, almost nose to tail.
Why the fuck am I so unlucky?
Oh, so close.
It's race day, it's secure under the lights, and it's lovely to have you with us for the Bahrain Grand Prix. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Phoenix, Leclerc, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Russell, Fernando Alonso, Piastri, Albon, and Nico Hülkenberg, Gasly, Antonelli, Carlos Sainz, and Lawson, Stroll, Bortoletto, Isaac Hadjar, and Esteban Ocon. Behrman and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today, Anthony Davidson. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that inner confidence is what you need. And you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. So as all the cars reform the grid, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
The first night race of this 2025 season is about to get underway. After the 5 lights, it's lights out and away we go. Fairly even start from the front 2, but Verstappen moves over to cover off Lando Norris. Phoenix behind slots into 3rd, and there's a piece of front wing behind. Into turn 1 we go, and Phoenix darts to the inside and takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Behind the Red Bull comes Max and Lando, who are going wheel to wheel through turn 2, and through turn 3 they are still side by side. As into turn 4, Max has the inside line on Lando and makes the overtake stick to make it a Red Bull 1-2 in this race on the first lap. On board with Lando Norris as he goes wheel to wheel down the main straight with Lewis Hamilton, as Phoenix continues to lead from his teammate, and into turn 1 they are still side by side with Hamilton on the outside, and with better tyres and traction he flies past Lando to take the final podium place in this race. Behind these two come Lando Norris's teammate Oscar Piastri, who goes side by side with Fernando Alonso into turn 4, and out of turn 4 they're still wheel to wheel with Pierre Gasly behind trying to join the fight, but it's Piastri who comes out on top.
Now towards the front, the 2 Red Bulls.
as Phoenix slows down before the DRS detection point to get DRS on his teammate down the main straight. That was smart by Phoenix there, as now they enter the straight and he'll be looking to open that DRS. There he goes, and he enters his teammate's slipstream, and with DRS, he is closing rapidly. He's deciding which way to go. Into turn one. He is on the curb, but gives Max space on the inside and regains the lead of the race. Round two between the two Red Bulls here in Bahrain, and he's doing the same thing he did last lap and just let Max through before the DRS detection point and gets that DRS as they head down the main straight. There's a lot of room on the right. Is he going to go there down the main straight at almost 340 kl and goes to the left like he did last lap and goes round the outside of his teammate and leads the race once again. Lifting off before the DRS detection point again. Is this even in the rules to do it this many times? He's on the soft tyre while everybody else is on the medium. He needs to stop doing this and drive off into the distance, but I don't think he has the pace as down the straight we go. Approaching turn one, he decides to go down the inside instead of the outside line and launches his Red Bull into turn one and ahead of his teammate. As Verstappen is still trying to fight back, but in the end, it's Phoenix out on top. Approaching the end of Sector 2 now, and Phoenix tries to go on the inside of his teammate. They are still side by side as we approach the start of Sector 3. And oh my word, Max nudges Phoenix as he is forced to go off the track. Behind them, Lando Norris might take advantage of this battle and is just hanging out behind. Phoenix lets Max past again before the detection point, but it's pretty much useless as Norris has DRS on Phoenix and Verstappen. Max is in big trouble here as down the straight we go. Phoenix pulls to the right and Norris to the left. It's three wide here in Bahrain as Phoenix lunges his Red Bull down the inside on both of them and takes the lead. He is on the softer compound, but maybe his softs are dying off a bit now. On board with Phoenix now, and I think his softs are dying. Let's have a listen how he does this corner. Does he lift? Yes, he does. That corner is usually flat out, or at least a slight lift. But you can tell his tyres are fading, and he lets Norris pass before the DRS detection point, just like he did on Max a few laps ago. And look at this, the top six just trailing behind each other down the straight. But the closest out of the six is Phoenix and Norris, and Phoenix is closing in on the McLaren with DRS plus slipstream as he pulls to the right of Norris and heads to turn one ahead of the McLaren. But it's not over yet. Now's the run down to turn four. Phoenix has Norris now behind with DRS and side by side with Phoenix approaching turn four. And when they get to turn four, Norris has the inside line and better traction and gets past Phoenix. Wow, what a battle we are witnessing here.
It's a black and white flag for weaving on the straight.
Phoenix comes into the pits then to get rid of those soft tyres that he's been dying to get rid of and exits the pits with fresh new mediums. I bet they feel so nice.
That front right disc is waking up.
Good evening. Norris comes out of the pits, and has Phoenix done the undercut? Yes, he has. He goes past the McLaren and takes the lead of the race on lap 9. Phoenix once again lets Lando Norris pass before the straight to get that DRS, which he does onto the main straight as Max and Leclerc come up from behind and close in on Phoenix as they all close in on Norris. Everybody has DRS on Norris, and it's nearly 4 wide as they approach turn one. This is unbelievable stuff. As into turn one, Max and Leclerc go wheel to wheel as Phoenix hangs behind to try and pick up the pieces as he now goes side by side with the Ferrari. As they go 3 wide, approaching, then 4, Phoenix has the ideal line and goes dancing round the outside. However, it's not over yet. Max and Leclerc are still going at it through turn 5 and 6 and into the chicane. They are still wheel to wheel, but the Ferrari is on the fresher, faster and newer soft tyres, so he should get past Max on the exit, and he does. Wow, I need to catch my breath for a second. not over. Leclerc is now challenging Phoenix for the race lead and goes wheel to wheel with the Red Bull and takes the lead. This is the best race this season by far. Phoenix goes down the inside on Charles Leclerc and regains the lead, but there's always a second chance down at turn 4 with the DRS, and Leclerc goes wheel to wheel and eventually ahead of Phoenix. This is absolutely epic. Down the main straight, and this race is almost over, but not over yet, as Phoenix goes down the inside on Charles Leclerc. He was behind the Ferrari going into the detection zone, so he has DRS to make sure he stays ahead of the Ferrari going into turn 4, and he does. Two laps to go now of this magnificent Grand Prix, and Phoenix once again slows down before the detection point and gets DRS on Leclerc before the straight. I've lost count of how many times he's let people past in this race to get DRS. Down the main straight we go to start lap 13 out of 14, and he sends it down the inside in turn 1 from Leclerc and regains the lead. Still lap 13 out of 14 here, but further into the lap, and Leclerc is right on Phoenix's tail, and Phoenix keeps a tight line while Leclerc hangs it round the outside and makes it stick. Ferrari could win their first race in this 2025 season.
I am stupid. I am stupid. I switch off.
What an incredible night here in Bahrain as Phoenix wins with Leclerc in second. What an amazing race. See you in Jeddah.